you know, everyone is getting children, starting up families and stuff. So when we were supposed to do the last album about maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, when we started recording The Story Behind the Story, our drummer Matthias, who was the first becoming a father, said to me, because I'm the main songwriter, said, Mikael, you gotta be careful now, because everything turns out, you know, everything is so beautiful when you get children, and everything's gonna get so light, and that became the darkest album we ever made, and this maybe lyrically is even more darker. So I'm not sure about the lyrics. It's just the way it turned out naturally. Some things have been experienced, yes, and some things are just, you know, made up stuff. But as I said earlier today, it's the perfect album for the autumn, I think. It's a dark album, but you got some nice melodies there at the same time. So it's if you like our popular side, you will also find some songs on this album.
Right. I mean, going back these 15, 16 years, I still associate you guys as more of like an up-tempo, happy pop band from Norrland, but perhaps that is not quite the development the band has taken in the last couple of albums.
Not really. You got some of those elements still there, but at the same time, there's more dark and moody stuff there as well.
Okay, we'll hear more live here in the studio as well. Hopefully, get another track or two with you, and maybe something from the album as well. The first single you've been hearing on Rocket, I Won't Be Sober When This Is Over. We'll hear what the story behind that sounds like. It probably has something to tell about that one as well. We'll get to that one a little bit later, perhaps.
We've been around for so long, so there has for sure been ups and downs in the history of this band. But in a way, that's what makes it interesting being in a band as well. So.
Well, let me ask this then: what has kept the band together all these years?
I think it's basically because we're really good friends from the start. We have to be, and I remember we sat down in Dallas in the United States. It must have been almost 9 years ago. When we were playing South by Southwest at the time in Austin, and we stayed in Dallas. We had a kind of crazy American manager at the time, but anyway, we sat down at the Hard Rock Cafe, and we decided if we were going to keep doing this, we have to do it because it's fun, basically because it's fun, not because of the money or what we're gonna. So, and that was an important decision to make back then, and I think from that point on, we have been kind of learning what that really means to be, you know, taking control of things and being true to ourselves and doing it because it's fun, first of all, not because we're gonna make money or. I mean, being in a band is really very much about, you know, the traveling, the experience you get from the band. That is the pay for us. That's the things we're in it for. We're in it for being good friends. We're in it for the music and the things we do together and create together.
Because there's also a lot of hard work. I mean, especially
it's a lot of hard work being in a band, but at the same time, that's what's wrong with hard work. That's the journey. It's partly, you know, the way getting places as well. So yeah. And so he's you know, he's the punk granddad of Sundsvall, and he's like. He's doing it because he loves it. So he's a good friend of ours, and he's doing a lot of work as well. But he's more like, you know, I got my label. I trust you guys. What do you want to do? And we put our effort and our money in it. So he's a really good friend of the band and an A&R person with a lot of connections still. So he's I can't say enough good things about Mats. He's a really good guy.
Now, guys like that are super valuable.
Yeah.
And it seems like there's fewer and fewer of them these days. Now that there's not as much money floating around in the business, it's not as many labels. I mean, Mass Production is probably one of the few of these small independent labels. Used to be quite a few of these in Sweden, releasing you know, a couple of albums a year with some select bands. But I'm glad to see Mass Production is still going. I'm glad to see the Confusion is still going.
Yeah.
And how about another track here in the studio?
Yeah.
The Confusion's live this afternoon on Rocket 95.3 FM. New album coming out tomorrow called A Permanent Marker.
Here comes nothing again. since I saw my friends. Nothing ever happens here, nothing ever will. Bye bye confidence. Oh my, am I coming on too strong? Can anybody tell me where the hell I do belong? 'Cause nothing ever happens here, nothing ever will. Bye bye confidence. Save my sister, save me from this, save me from a misery. I found so much in you tonight, and I don't wanna set it free. Over and over and over again, till the end of time. I think you really changed my mind. Oh, where to go? Oh, where to go? We belong where we belong. We belong where we belong. Say something to me, say something to me. Let me know the truth. I'm looking for the answers now and for eternal youth. I don't know a thing about confidence. I don't know what you're doing. Welcome to the end. Oh, where to go? Where to go when we go? We belong where we belong. We belong where we belong. And the streets are all empty tonight, as stupid as we go. When we talk about things we can't control, stupid as we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, and put it on me. Come on, come on, come on.
Sound of one man clapping there.
So one thing we would like to do is to go to South America just to play and find out what's going on. What's going on? And we got to mention him as well. We got this lovely fan in Mexico City called Enrique, and he's really trying to pull some strings for us, and he's all over the place. So it would be nice to go to Mexico City and play. And we got some other ideas at the time, but as well there. But he's
do it for Enrique.
Yeah, we would love to do it for him.
You know, I've been on your mailing list for years, getting your emails, and it's always something. I mean, I was like, confusions or what? I mean, it's always like something strange, little stories like that about you guys. They keep popping up over the years. So it must be one of the reasons why it keeps you going. Actually, knowing there's random people here and there that are actually really, your music is really making a big difference in their lives.
Yeah,
very, very cool.